Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading. This is how do they see you. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But the most important bit is that this does resonate, regardless of whether you're watching this for your Sun sign or your Venus sign. If this doesn't resonate, that's completely fine. You can ignore this video. If this does resonate, that is great. And also, it could be that my role was simply to draw out these cards for you to see and have your own interpretation of, rather than going off my own interpretation, going off what I'm seeing, for you to go for what you are seeing, just so you can see these cards and get like, just to be stirred or steered, whichever one, you're steered towards a message, if that makes sense. Anyways, getting into the reading. So you have here chemistry, true love, and love yourself first. And then down here you have the Fool, the Magician, the Moon, and the Nine of Cups. So with the chemistry card, they could see you like with the chemistry card and the true love card, they see you as their one. A lot of signs again that lucky. But yeah, they see you as their one. They see you as their lifelong partner, basically. But if you love yourself first, they may see you like they may see a bit of themselves in you. That's what I'm seeing. Or similarities between both of you, or again or it could just be like the lives you've lived may mirror each other a bit, kind of like twin flame energy, I guess. For those of you who don't believe in twin flames, it's simply that you may have very similar traits, and they kind of see themselves in you sometimes, or they see someone who's very close to them in you, as in someone who they're very, very close to, someone who they love very much, and if they love yourself first. So like loving yourself as in loving you, if that makes sense, seeing you as themselves, if that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing with that card. With the Fool, they may see you as a bit goofy sometimes. With the Fool and the Magician, I am seeing that they see you as someone who has quite a lot of faith in, firstly, in yourself. And if you do see yourself as someone spiritual, then they see you as someone who has a lot of faith in your path, in your powers, in your abilities, in your spirituality, and in your abilities. But if you don't believe you have spiritual powers, then they just see that you have a lot of faith in a higher power, and the higher power guiding you and helping you along your path, basically. Also with the Magician card, they may see you as quite mysterious. And the Moon card, actually, someone who's quite mysterious. You may have quite a few things they feel are kind of hidden from them. They may actually want to know more about you. So yeah, they want to know more about you, and they may feel like you're kind of hiding something, not in the sense of you're hiding something huge, but maybe not telling them enough, maybe about your feelings, because you have the Moon card here, like the Moon emotions, Cancerian energy. So maybe not talking about your emotions enough or opening up to them in that sense. Or if it's something else, and it can be something else, doesn't have to be that. You can just pick what resonates and leave what doesn't. What else? Oh yeah. So with that Moon card, the Magician card also, they see you again. So I was gonna say mystic with the Magician card. They see you as quite mystic. You may like maybe strange things happen around some of you, or they feel like sometimes strange things happen around some of you. Not in the bad. It doesn't have to be in like a bad sense as well. It could just simply be like, I can't think of an example, but hopefully you understand what I mean. But it doesn't have to be like strange things happening around you. Let me pick this card up. It's easier to get the energy of the card when it's in my hand. So yeah, you could actually be good at multitasking, but also you may have quite a bit of control in the I'm thinking maybe a work environment, but it doesn't have to be a work environment. I'm saying you do have quite a lot of control. But yeah, I feel like this will be more in terms of work, having what's that word? When you're in like a position, that's it. When you're in like a kind of high position to be able to okay, what's the other word? Basically, like you give people instructions what to do, like kind of, and it doesn't even have to be people. You don't have to work with people as well. But also, you may be quite creative with the Magician card. So rather than having a high status, because what drew me to the idea of having a high status and being in control was the way this magician's holding the wand. The way he's holding that wand up makes me think of someone about to conjure something. So you're likely very, very spiritual. I'm getting that as above, so below. Like he has his hand pointing down and that hand pointing up. So you may live your life based on should I say philosophies similar to that? I don't think philosophies is the right word, but it's what I got, so I'm going to keep it that way instead of thinking too much about which word to use. You may also like to explore a variety of different religions, or you're very open to other religions. And if it's neither of those, it could simply be that you know a lot about spirituality and lots of different religions because of those different religion symbols. Actually, are they religion symbols? They look like religion symbols to me. Oh no, they're planets. Either way, I'm interpreting it as religious symbols on his cloak. But also in terms of like planets, and he has all the elements here as well. So I'm I am getting that you do first of all appreciate the things around you overall. Like you have an understanding about the things around you that's quite different. I'm seeing with this card, that's what they see. That they feel like you see things quite differently to other people. Is basically what I'm trying to say with this card. You may actually quite like canines because you have the wolves here, you got the dog here. And what's quite interesting is like dog and wolf, like the dog here looks so innocent and cute and like and it just looks innocent and cute basically, but then the wolves here look more intimidating. So it could be that I don't know I'm not seeing two sides to a coin, but I am seeing that that does have a significance. I'm not going to say that word. I'm not going to try it. It could be because the meaning, the usual meaning of the moon card is that is or sometimes is confusing enemies and allies together. So this dog being seeming more like an ally standing by this person, accompanying them on their journey, and these wolves here accompanying this woman, I am seeing a sense of opposite. So perceiving things in terms of illusions, so not seeing things for how they are. So maybe sometimes you do come to certain misunderstandings with some people because there's so many ways I can perceive what like that, and I am seeing it quite a bit of this message, but I don't know where to start with that. It's like when you get so much information, it's just overwhelming. Basically, I don't I just don't like having to deal with lots and lots of information. So I prefer breaking it down or just having it written down somewhere. But honestly, wolves don't have to be like enemies because I think it depends in terms of animals that it depends on whether they're being attacked or not. So it could simply be in a sense of they see you, like your personality is very different to how you look, basically. Basically, yeah. I say that covers it. Nine of Cups. Oh yeah, so with this card, this is another card that gave me a sense of having a strong intuition or having strong spiritual abilities with this Nine of Cups. Because I'm not going to talk... So, okay, with this cup here, it makes me think of someone who just intuitively knows which one is the right one. And people are like, how did you know? And you just knew, you just got that, you just, maybe for some of you, you just got a feeling, you just knew it. Or I know some people see like auras around stuff. Like if you believe you're spiritual, that is. So they do see you as someone. So they see you as someone who may be quite intuitive or has a strong gut feeling. And again, I'm seeing someone who appreciates the world, similar to this card here. And honestly, it could be simply be again with these two cards, simply be a case again of sometimes being misunderstood or your personality and like your inner and outer. So how you are like so within, so without, that kind of thing. But in the sense of your personality and your appearance being quite different. So at the top of this deck, you have the Four of Wands, and again, I am getting that sense of like being social. I'm seeing a social butterfly actually, and I think you do have. There is a butterfly in the Magician card somewhere, or maybe just fairies. But yeah, I'm seeing social butterfly. You may be they may see you as someone who's maybe good at planning events, or maybe just a good dancer. They may quite enjoy dancing with you. For some of you, they do see you as someone who's quite social or knows how to enjoy life, basically. You do have the Temperance, so again, reinforcing that sense of balance. The Magician, balancing all the elements. The Temperance, also balancing all the elements. So there is quite a bit of balance within you. They see you as having quite a lot of balance. Maybe in your astrological chart, there's a balance of different elements, or a sense of your personality being quite balanced, or your understanding of the world being well-rounded. I think that's an okay word for it. You may be quite good at attracting money, or they see you as they may actually see you as their lottery. That's what came to me. They see you as their lottery. Like when they're with you, they feel like they've won the lottery. And this could, for some of you, be a new relationship, because you have the Fool and you have the Ace of Pentacles. And on top of the Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck, and on top of that, so second place at the bottom of the deck, is the High Priest. So as above, so below. So below. Because he's also pointing up. It's that sense of pointing up. So maybe you do want to look into that that phrase, as above, so below. Maybe look into it a bit more. That may mean for something for you. Or that may just be how they describe you, as having that sense of balance and a different understanding of the world that's quite different to other people. Anyways, I'm going to stop there. But before that, you do have finances and career, and you did have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is at the top of the deck, and you do have religious factors. And I did mention a bit of like spirituality. You can read this if you want to. It's about your love life being, what's the word? Being, oh, you do have new love. So again, this could be a new relationship. And like, I don't know if I mentioned already, but this is for whether you're in the relationship or you're not in the relationship. If it's not new love, then it could simply be feeling like you're finding, like you feeling like reestablishing your relationship, basically, or learning, because people change. So it could simply be learning new things about each other again. And the thing about people changing, maybe something about them has changed compared to before, or you're learning something new about them that you never knew before, or they are learning something new about you. And if I did use the genders of the card, I'm sorry, I just go with the genders of the card. Want to wrap this up. What else do I need to say? I think that's it. So yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for watching. You can like, share, comment, subscribe if you want to. And again, if this doesn't resonate, you can just ignore the video.